Oh, I just jumped right in on that.
Right on in.
Nano. We connected. We are now live. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, everyone.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all. We are live everywhere. We streaming everywhere right now.
Where we live at?
Everywhere. We in everybody's house.
Hey, we got your table,
and your table. Yeah. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Kitchen Table Talk, where no topic is too heavy
or too light
for the table. My name is Tina.
And I'm your girl, Ram.
And tonight, we're so excited, you guys. We got a lot of things going on tonight for y'all. Yes, indeedy. And I don't know if y'all can just a little bit of this, a little bit of fraction of them back there.
On Instagram.
On Instagram. Oh, you got them full blown over there. Oh, okay, yeah, y'all see it. Uh-huh. Our chef KD in the back. Yes. We ain't forgot our chefs out there, y'all. We still looking for that talent.
Yeah.
The inspiring, want to be up and coming, are already there.
Yes. Hey, Sierra. Hey, cousin. Hey, Henrietta. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Blessed Fingers, Chrissy Pooh. Thank you for coming to the table tonight. We're a little excited.
Yeah.
We don't need to bump it down. This is just our energy.
That's just our energy.
Yes,
it's what we do. It's what we give you. But yeah, so we got we did introduce.
Well, no, I mean, because we got other people coming in. Hey, Henrietta said, hey, ladies. Hello there.
Hey, mama.
So, look, we've already introduced ourselves, and we said that we have a guest chef here tonight. His name is Chef KD, and he is going to drop a few things for us so that we can get our stomachs right,
Yeah.
Although I'm on a little diet. Did I tell you
that? Oh, really?
Yeah.
I.
But you're not.
No.
I am.
I enjoy all the goodies because I smell it.
No. Let's be clear. I'm going to enjoy it.
Yes, okay. Let me know.
Yes. I save space for this.
Okay.
And I'll go to the gym later on tonight.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Work that out. But Chef KD, he's back there. He's preparing a couple of things for us, and we're gonna bring him in a little later when he bring us our food, and we'll give him the chance to tell you who he is. Have some paper and a pen so that you're able to get his phone number and his name and be able to, contact him and connect with him.
Absolutely.
And we'll definitely let you know, as before, how the food tastes.
Exactly. So let's get into our housekeeping before we jump into our kitchen soup segment.
Yes. So
just so you know, you guys, I know y'all, we miss Malachi. We miss him dearly. He showed up though. He showed up and showed out for the live.
Yes, he did.
He showed up and showed out for the live. He was present. He was all in there with his debate. Exactly. But we need that third chair. Yes, how you doing, Miss Eva? Thank you for joining us tonight with Raw Hair. Did we already speak to her? Loving Kim, thank you for joining us.
We can't see y'all. You can't, but
oh, it looks really super clear.
All right, do me a favor. Wipe the
lens off.
Yeah. We're reading the comments with Raw Hair. Thank you so much. We're trying to fix that.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah. Hold on. Be patient. Just go ahead. One more time. Just give it a good 1 second.
Because it looks good to us.
Yeah. Over here on our screen.
So what's going on? Can you see us clear now on Instagram?
Give us a thumbs up if it's good. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you. I think that means thank you.
Still blurry. Well, maybe that's your phone, lady. What's your phone?
No, Eva says she can't see it either.
Oh.
Stop it and start it over.
What?
We're going to, just
stop the video. Okay.
But we are going to keep going, you guys. Hey, Eric. So as we were saying before, of course, you guys know who we are. I mean, I hope you guys know who we are. And for those of you who are probably looking at the replay, who will be looking at the replay. First of all, thank you for joining us at the Kitchen Table Talk. We are super excited that you chose to be with us for, about what, an hour?
45 minutes now. So we're back up and running on Instagram.
Let me know if that is just time.
Let us know. Interject your way. Is it still blurry? Much better. Okay, so yeah, I guess this is the connection.
Levin Kim says I just switched to Facebook. It was blurry on Instagram.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, they said much better.
Much better now on Instagram. So we back up and live on Instagram. Hello. Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. Gotta get that energy back going again. Yes. Hey, you ain't supposed to stop us, just fix it and keep it going. Hey, Fancy Food, thank y'all for coming on back in. So again, well, we're gonna start that over. Welcome to the Kitchen Table Talk, where no topic is too heavy
or too light
for the kitchen table. I'm your girl Tina,
and of course I'm your girl Brand.
And tonight, we're gonna go ahead and jump into our housekeeping. As I was saying, we did miss Malachi. We do miss him, everybody. He's a great asset to our show. And don't worry, he's not going anywhere. No. However, his job keeps him working a lot of Thursdays. Right. So we do have to fill that void. Right. So
it's a great balance.
Yeah, it's a balance. We got to keep the balance in the show. Ram and I think too much alike. So we need somebody who kind of thinks a little bit opposite of us sometimes.
And preferably a millennial male, preferably. But not necessarily, it doesn't necessarily have to be, it could be a young lady.
With a fire under her.
With a fire up under her. Yeah.
We'll go challenge some of our opinions and thoughts. But so we're looking for that guest co-host each week. If you want to try out 1 week here, we just want to try you out 1 week. So just like we have our chefs every week, we're looking for guest co-hosts each week to sit down at the table with us.
And send us just inboxes.
Yeah.
And we'll shoot you over an email, a letter, and let you know the topics that are coming up. You may say, this is the perfect topic for me. Like, I need to speak on it.
Exactly. And so you can sit in as a third chair on that particular topic. Hey, Into Being Bad. Thanks for joining. So, Into Being Bad. What are you bad at? What are you at? That just came across. We're like, we both had that thought at the same time. What's she bad
Anyway.
Yeah. All right, more housekeeping. So don't forget, even though we have our chef tonight, Chef Katie, we also looking for our chefs each week who wants to showcase their talents.
Right.
Where it's
all just love on us.
Yeah, just love on us. Because we're gonna love on him back. Absolutely. And so
that's Ram, mother. What a Ram. In the bush.
In the bush. So don't sleep on us, chefs. We still looking. We don't have a contest going on, but it's just all about coming out, loving on us. Let us love on you.
Right.
Showcase your talents, because we got a lot of viewers. We in a lot of homes. We in a lot of kitchens.
At a lot of tables.
Yeah. So you definitely want to.
But you know what? That's what it's about. That's another one of our things that we enjoy doing is sharing the love. Like, there's so much of us to share. There's so many things that we do as people. Mm-hmm. And why hold it in? Why not share? Why not show? Why not showcase?
And
that's what it's about. So although we're talking about these topics, some of them are heavy, some of them are light, some of them are funny. We also have people that are different businesses that we want to showcase and put out there, because you need somebody that we're going to have at our table.
Oh, yeah. We got some good stuff going on this season. We got some good stuff. They're going to want to get in on that.
Good guests. You guys stay tuned. We have some guests that are coming in with some
fire. Mangu Marley says, I won for y'all. Is that I have one for y'all? Is that you have a chef?
I think he said I have one.
Okay. I have one for what? Let you hit us up. Let us know who it is.
Definitely.
Yeah. We are all in for it. Okay, we're going to move right along into our kitchen soup tonight. Tonight in our kitchen soup segment, we're talking about Governor Gavin Newsom's State of the Address yesterday. And he was focusing.
One of his main focuses
was the homeless. It was a big thing with the homeless last night. And I don't know if you guys if y'all wasn't with us way back then, those of you are with us now. Yeah. We talked about the homeless back in our first season 1.
And we were just kind of like, we don't like homeless. I own a home and it's affecting, but yeah.
Yeah.
That's all we said.
It was something like that.
So There's been growth since then.
We're growing, we're growing. So yeah, the governor, it was pretty much the focal point of his state of the state address last night. I don't know if you guys had an opportunity to check that out, but I mean, he was saying, speaking to the fact that we have over 140,000 people living on the streets today.
That is a large number.
It's a large number. It's not. It's no longer a not my problem issue.
It's everybody's problem.
It's everybody's problem.
It affects us all, whether we wanted to or not. From the smallest thing to the largest thing. From not allowing or wanting or feeling safe for your child to walk to the store by her or himself. Small stuff like that.
Yeah.
To, the larger things, but it affects us all. And we all need to make sure that we are trying to do something.
Yeah, it's gonna be a universal effort. It has to be.
Yeah.
And I think they're now recognizing that because, at first it was over there. Now no one wants you to push the homeless in their area, which to me is part of the problem because like he was saying, he's already today allocated $1.5 billion to help in that area. But you know why it's not being effective? Or one of the reasons, I won't say the only reason. Right. That's one of the main reasons is because for the construction, no one wants their neighborhood to now
be known as that place where
they're building homes for the homeless.
Yeah.
Because they see it, I think, in their mind, or at least that's what one of the commentators indicated, that they see it as single family homes. Neighborhoods are now going to have tall structures that house a bunch of homeless people in it. And so nobody voted. I think it was Senate Bill 50. Yeah, it didn't pass. 50. Yeah, it didn't pass because that's what they're thinking. Yeah.
But clearly it's not only here. Like Sierra said, in Kansas City, she said Kansas City has many homeless people. It's so sad, and yes, it does affect us all. We all have to play a part and contribute to them, and that's true. But my question is, what do we, the common folk, because we have the senators, the mayors, we have all of those people, government, period, that are able to infiltrate and do different things as it relates to homelessness. But what do we, the common man on 79th and San Pedro, what do we do? How do you think we can play a part in it? I know that you have your foundation,
right,
that is trying to do something.
Right. So we've resurrected a foundation since season 1. We've resurrected a foundation that will be geared towards serving the homeless, people who are experiencing homelessness through offering showers. We don't, like I said in season 1, I built a AD unit.
What is AD unit?
It's an accessory dwelling unit. The city was giving permits to homeowners if you had space in the backyard to build a unit to house homeless people, or mostly homeless people. That's what the release of the permits are for. Right. So we took advantage of that and we did just that. Yeah. We're now about to start our second one. Right. And we've resurrected the foundation to offer the showers. So the showers will be rolling out real soon, sooner than real soon.
So dope. That is so dope.
Yeah.
She said, Eva says, common men can actually invest in transitional homes. Temporary homes talk to your churches to open from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. to let homeless people sleep. And that is good. Thank you, Eva. Thank you for that.
Or little things like putting the care packages together.
My church is actually in the midst of doing that for ladies. We're putting together packages, toothbrush, toothpaste, different items like that. So if you guys, and this is a plug, Faith Inspirational, if you have any of those things, or if you can go out and just grab some items and send me a message, I will pick them up.
Right.
I go to Faith Inspirational in the city of Compton, and we are actually putting together care packages like that. So we would love for your donations. Eva says she do hygiene packages.
Right, the hygiene packages.
And Father's Day. That is, so there's so much that we can do. Sometimes we overlook what it is that we can do right here because we're so focused on
the macro.
Well,
the macro.
It starts at home, right? At home is your neighborhood. Home is my neighborhood, and then it goes abroad.
Right. Yeah. So absolutely. If anyone wants more information about ADUs, my team is hosting a seminar on March 7th. See, there you go. Yeah. Who is your team? In Inglewood at La Create. Oh yeah, I heard about that. I can send the information to whoever. Just type it on the screen. And to be a bad.
It's type.
I mean, the information of where
location, time, all of those things, so that because we need to share it on Facebook as well, and YouTube as well. So we'll go back and share those things. Thank you so much, Into the Bad.
Yeah. So I feel like that's what the comment is. And also, you can just partner with people who are already doing some other things. You know,
we don't have to recreate the wheel.
Yeah, you don't have to. Just partner with people. Like anybody who got the care packages and the hygiene packages, she'll be needing those. I'll be needing those when we go out to do showers. We'll be giving out hygiene packages, and there'll be other services if you have services that you're willing to offer, like clothing and things like that.
Right.
We're going to be partnering with people like that.
Absolutely. Trying to make
give it a comprehensive to give a comprehensive service to those in need. So that was a big thing. Also, Newton, we're gonna push it on, but Newton, I want to mention one other thing. He also has sent out trailers in various cities throughout the state, and I'm assuming these trailers are for housing.
Because I was thinking, like, are the trailers for like your shower? Yours are showers.
Yeah, mine's are shower trailers, but his are housing. There's supplementary housing for the homeless. Okay. There's 15 going to Oakland and 30 that's already 30 and that's already hit Los Angeles. Yeah. So and another thing with LAHSA, LAHSA. They have so many resources. I'm definitely tapping into them for some assistance with what I'm doing. But I'm going to classes, trying to educate myself about everything homeless, because it is really all of our problems. It is. And so we can no longer say it ain't happening. It ain't in my backyard.
Guess what? It is in everybody's backyard.
It is now.
And it's them today, but it could be you tomorrow. It may not be you personally, but your family members, your friends, your coworkers, you never know what someone is going through. I have one of my coworkers who is pretty high ranked that's going through some things, and he told me I am living from couch to couch.
Right.
As a result of divorce and child support and all that stuff. I'm living from couch to couch.
Yeah, we got to get out of our head that homeless is just everybody with mental health disorders, or even though that's a huge portion of it, but it's not all of it. There are people who are just had an emergency, a crisis in their life that landed them in the experience of homelessness. So
hence I say it's them today, but it can be us tomorrow.
Absolutely. All right, so that's all we got for you tonight. On if anybody else want any of that information, like I said, lots of the resources, inboxes. There's so many. There's even you guys.
And not if you just want the resources, but we have all of that. But also, if you want to donate, like I said, my church is doing something where we need, toothbrush, toothpaste, all those soap, lotions, all of those things. Please inbox us. I will come and pick them up myself personally. Yes. Also, Tina will be doing something similar really soon.
Yes.
So it doesn't stop. It continues to go. And then we're also going to add something for Team Westcity, powered by Keller Williams Inglewood. They have a program that's going on, and we just want to make a difference.
That's the ADU, the Team Keller, Team Westcity, by Keller Williams. That's if you're interested in resurrecting an ADU in your backyard or a property that you have. Okay. And one last thing is they have shelters also. Winter shelters. The winter shelters will be going on until March 31st, because it's cold. So there's various locations throughout the city. That information is also on LAHSA website. They even have buses that will pick you up at certain locations to make it safe, so that you can be transported to those shelters. So there is support out there, you guys, and we're getting there. But
yeah, and just as much as help is needed, we have just as much help to give.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, so we got, you know, we have to do our part. We have to do it. We have to serve. You know.
All right. So moving on, we're at our Iron Chef.
Our Iron Chef
segment tonight. When your spouse or your partner does not support your vision or your purpose.
Ooh, that's a deep one. I think that's a deep one. But you know what? I'll say this. When I initially was going in to make it right, because I knew what I was going to do was going to take a lot of transparency. So that means I'm going to have to expose some things that my ex-husband and I were going through. And I know how secretive he was, how private he was. God said, you ask him.
Right.
Just ask him. And be real. Tell him what it entailed. And as I did that, he said, oh, yeah, well, I'm with it, right? But when it actually got going, it was like, well, wait, hold on.
Right.
But you approved of it already.
Right.
But so what happens in that situation? But what happens when they say, no, I'm not with it? Do you move forward with it? Because your passion and vision is something totally different, can be something totally different than your purpose.
This is true.
So if I'm asking my spouse or my maid, if I'm telling my spouse or my maid that this is what my vision is.
Hey, Damo, baby, thanks for joining.
Versus this is what my purpose is. And he or she says, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm not. That's you. What they say, that's you. Do your thing. Well, we all know we want our other half to support us. Not say
it makes things a lot easier anyway. Well, because it's just a tug of war if they don't support. Yeah. You know, you. But I believe that whether it's your vision or your purpose, you have to start doing some things. Perhaps getting creative to create balance where both people can be happy. Because I feel like if it's your partner, they should, if they don't support what you're doing, they should at least support you, period. And if they love you and support you, then they'll try to find the balance. I don't think it should be just oh no, you can't do that.
I don't think it should be that.
No.
But what if it is?
Yeah, what if it is?
So have any of you experienced this, where you have had a vision or you had a purpose or you felt like you had a purpose or a passion and you wanted to move forward on something and you mentioned it to your honey, you mentioned it to your husband and he or your wife, and he or she just was like,
well, I know like you two, you had the experience. I had experience with my ex, and oh my God, that was when I was trying to do a child care, and he just was not with it at all. His position was he did not want to come home at the end of a hard day's work and have a house full of children or people.
And that's understandable.
It was very understandable, but I wasn't listening because it was like, no, but you don't understand. They making a whole lot of money. This was back then when the Christmas stairs had kids.
You get 900, 1,200 a kid. I got 7 kids.
Oh my God, and I just was not paying attention. I was not listening to him.
Yeah.
And it ultimately ended up in a total eruption.
Right.
Where he just lost it one day and tore all the stuff that I had made the whole little room super cute. I had the little red light, green light, stop, go, the whole 9 yards. He ripped all my stuff up off the wall. But again, I was totally not listening to any of his. I was convinced that I would change his mind once he starts seeing the dollars rolling in.
As many do. Many people think that as soon as he or she sees, what it brings in, the benefits of it. But if a person does not support or agree with a particular situation, you can't just think that once they see something, it's going to change how they.
No, you actually shouldn't even. I mean, if they don't buy into what you're saying, you need to expect it. I mean, not expect it, respect it. Respect.
So when you say respect it, does it mean respect it and not do it?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
No, just respect it. Listen.
And hear their reason.
Here's their reason, because sometimes the reason is they're just uneducated about what you're doing.
Yeah.
They don't know. And most of the time that we don't know something, we fear it. Right?
Right.
So
if you don't know what it'll bring.
Right. And so I think one of the solutions is, or one of the balances is real communication. Like you have to communicate exactly what you're doing, why you're doing it,
effective communication,
what it means to you.
Yeah.
You know, the effective part is him listening.
No, the effective part is you delivering it as well. Because
you have to
deliver it in a way.
True too.
Because here's the thing. I can say, this is what I'm doing. Period.
But okay,
but is there a compromise?
Is there a compromise?
Is it just no? No, I wouldn't say that it's just no.
But it could be for a lot of people. It could be for a lot of people.
But hence effective communication.
All right, communicate.
Right? So if you're communicating, if you are effectively communicating, then you are, first of all, knowing how to communicate to the person that you're talking to.
You should.
You should. Well, that's another topic. You should. So let's say that you've learned that. You know how to communicate to your person. Then communicate to him or her the way that he or she will receive it, regardless to if they agree with it or not.
Yeah.
Right? They receive it, they understand it, and they still may say, yeah, I don't agree with it.
Let me tell you guys, I got to stop you right there, though, because it just happened to me this week. I'm talking about past. It happened this week. What the hell? My husband came home and he was going on about Instagram and how everybody be on the Instagram and da. Well, I know y'all done heard from me 1,000 times that I hate Instagram. However, all the social medias, I just, it's crazy, the irony of it. But it is what I'm doing right now. Right. And so in order for me to stay knowledgeable about the craft, I have to be on the Instagram and relevant, and I have to be on all these different platforms, and I'm trying to learn it. Well, he's going on, and you get on that thing early in the morning. I don't like it. Don't be getting on there early in the morning like that. And I was like, I had to sit and listen, and I heard what he was saying. So what do I do? How can I make some adjustments in that? He said, I support everything you're doing, but you don't have to be on there that early in the morning.
And so, I get it from his point of view. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes we're not looking at it from the other person's point of view. We're like, but it's not even what you're saying. This is what it is. We're too busy trying to respond versus fix what he or she is actually assuming or saying. Like, you listen to it and it made sense.
It made sense, yes.
But if you were saying, Kat, no, that's not what I'm doing. I'm checking my email.
Well, actually, I could have did that because most of the time that is what I'm doing.
My point.
I'm actually working in the morning.
You could have.
Yeah.
But you gave your opportunity to understand how he was dissecting that. Waking up in the morning, grabbing your phone, looking at, you're like, I'm looking at that email.
Right.
We do have businesses.
And I'm mobile on my phone with my business, 100% mobile a lot of times. Right. And so he assumed that I'm on Instagram and social media and all of that stuff in the morning, and when I'm not. So, but I didn't challenge him in that. I just listened because at that point I could tell he needed to get something off his chest. Absolutely. So I allowed him to do that.
And sometimes it's
yeah. When she said that's it to a T, look at it from their perspective. Yeah.
Sometimes just be quiet. It's not, and I just posted this today. it's not always necessary to respond. A response is not always necessary. Even if you know that you know that you know that you know that you are right, sometimes just let it roll. Pick and choose your battle.
Yeah.
Pick and choose your battle.
What you say, Chef?
Yeah. The chef said,
yeah.
Pick and choose your
Pick and choose your battles. Yeah. Oh, and that really does, it's not on this topic, but it kind of is related that you do got to kind of know who your mate is.
No,
you got to know. You got to know. Yeah. Who they are.
And it's more than knowing. Mm-hmm. It's respecting it. Mm-hmm. Like, so if I know who my mate or my spouse is, and I respect who you are, whether I don't really agree with it 100%, but it keeps the flow going. I mean, it's not going to hurt me if I don't. The first thing I do is pick up my phone and start scrolling through my emails. It's email. Yeah. Right? Or maybe communicate that that's what this is.
But in that moment, it wasn't a good time. I know it wasn't a good time for that.
You have to know when it's not a good time.
It's not a good time.
That's why I said shh.
And then here's the other thing. For me, I feel like it's not fair for you to assume that your partner is going to be on board with your vision. Why? Right. That's your vision.
And I agree with that. However, one thing that I've always said is, even if we're not mom and mom, you my baby daddy.
Wait, what?
Let me break it down.
Break that down.
So society says a baby daddy is a father and a baby daddy totally different.
Yeah.
So the baby daddy, hey, I need some Pampers. All right, got it. Bam, here. They're not spending quality time with the child. Mm-hmm. I always tell people, make sure you're feeding the baby. What you feed will grow, right? But if you just my baby daddy and all I expect you to do is come through when I need you to come through for Pampers, meal, come pick her up, drop her off, and I'm good with that. He's a baby daddy. They have to do that at the least, because if not, it's going to cause a problem between you and your.
So you're saying in supporting the vision, that's the baby daddy version.
That's the baby daddy version
of supporting the vision. Okay.
Now, so
for those of you who are just joining in, who may not have been with us earlier, we're talking about what do you do when your mate or your partner, wife, husband, whatever, spouse, does not support your vision or your purpose. And so now going back to vision and purpose, the two are very different. Mm-hmm. I'm not vision and purpose, but your passion and purpose. Right? But usually your passion is your purpose. A lot of times.
Nope.
But the great deal of it, I'm going to say 80%.
No, she goes these numbers. I don't agree with that, because many times people are doing their purpose and not even knowing that it's their purpose. And people say, you do that, so you're like, I don't know. What did I do?
Well, yeah. But is that really, because you're right,
Your purpose, usually you do it effortlessly.
Yeah, but I do certain things effortlessly, and I really don't feel like that's my purpose.
Okay.
And so
I didn't say that that's the only thing that can be your purpose.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is, it doesn't. Your passion. How many people do you know are doing their purpose but would prefer to do something else? But they've been obedient to what God has told them that they're supposed to be doing.
Or they don't know that God has told them. They just doing something.
But what if they do know that God?
Well, that's one scenario. That's what I'm saying.
You want to cut this pie up like
I'm just saying you got to. Because not everybody knows is what I'm saying.
Not everybody knows. Okay, so we're going to do it like this. We're going to get a different pie. You are doing your purpose, right? Effortlessly. Not knowing that it's your purpose.
Okay.
And someone says, Tina, you sure do love on those kids in a way that no one else do. But those kids get on your nerves. Would you imagine that would be your purpose? No. Because those kids, that's not something that you are like, wake up in the morning like.
Right, but what I'm saying is, if it's my purpose, you feel like you gotta do it regardless. And if your spouse is not supporting your purpose, versus it's just something I like to do. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to get to.
Right.
How do you work that out?
So should your spouse support what you just like to do as well? I think so.
Yeah, but if they don't.
So are you saying that, but if it's my purpose, he got to support.
So what? Nigga, this is my purpose, nigga.
No. Not at all, and we're gonna support that word.
Wait. Y'all know how we get nigga, you can't tell me nothing.
I know.
Okay.
I don't use the word.
Love and marriage and all of that.
I don't use the
At the end of the day, we talking real people in the house for real when ain't nobody listening. And nigga. Okay.
I don't want you to call him
that. Okay, I ain't gonna call him that. But anyway, Negro. This is Black History Month.
And it's Black History. No, so here's my thing, Tina. Do you the expectation change? Because it's passion versus purpose?
Well, if I know it's my purpose, and I'm saying,
but it's your purpose,
right?
So he's gonna feel whatever he feels, whether it's your purpose or your passion.
Exactly. Because I'll tell you, it was kind of like that with Kitchen Table Talk. I was like, Cat is very, very private, but after listening, there we go again, back to these communication skills, guys.
Y'all take the
Yasmin said the word purpose is overly used. That's why people are confused. Well, break it down, Ms. Gillibo. What are we talking about? Because I don't know. What do you mean by
the purpose is overly
the word purpose? What is the chef cooking? Don't worry about that, Chrissy Poo. What is the chef cooking? We're going to let you know in a minute.
She said the word purpose is overly used.
Yes. Today. That's why people are confused. So what does that mean? I don't know. You got to elaborate on that. But what I'm saying is, in the beginning, I was misunderstanding my husband because he was, think before you speak, kept saying think before you speak. So I kind of got offended. What the hell do you mean think before you speak? I'm not saying anything to offend anybody on purpose. I'm just trying to get people to understand where they are and dissect the space that they're in or whatever. But what I learned is that meant you are getting people to get in touch with their feelings, which may be hurtful to them because they're experiencing some things that they are not used to experiencing. Now, y'all, listen, that's just me and my husband. I got that all out of what he said because you got to know your man. Yeah. But ultimately, that was true. It meant, man, if I go or if I got to talk about something, that means I got to feel something, which means that relive something.
Which brings up emotions that I have really been
suppressing. So then once I started to understand that that's what he was trying to communicate, I understood it and stopped being offended by it. Because at first that's how I was taking it, that everything is get step talk, you ain't supporting what I'm doing. You understand what I'm saying? But now I'm feeling this is my purpose. I finally found my purpose, and you ain't supporting me. Oh, it was about to be a fight.
So that's the wrong way of going.
Of course.
So you know that this is your purpose or your passion or whatever it is. And your husband or your wife does not support you. What do you do? That is the question.
Well, again, like I said, do we really know they don't support us? Because that's what my thought was initially, before I started really listening and trying to dissect instead of being on the defense. So I feel like the communication is the biggest key. Effective communication is one of the biggest keys. Don't be upset or take it personal if they don't support it. Is one of the keys, but and refrain from judgment. Don't judge them because they're not where you are.
And you know what? One thing that I always say on this topic and any other topic is because we do not agree does not make you right and me wrong. It is your point of view. It is my point of view. Where we may be wrong at is that we're not allowing ourselves the opportunity to come together. To come together and make it work for what we have going on.
Okay,
that's where wrong comes from.
Yasmin jumped in. Hi, unapologetically. They jump in as unapologetically you. Yasmin says a lot of times your purpose is not done until the mission or vision is
complete.
Complete? Okay.
Hair says, do they say they don't support or do you assume they don't support because of their actions? Because of their actions.
Well, yeah, for me, in my case, I was assuming he didn't, but because his actions to me were differing from what he was saying. He was always saying he supported me, but his actions was every other thing was dabbing me with kitchen tape talk. Wait a minute, are you with me or not?
But it doesn't mean that he didn't support you.
No, because we couldn't even get the mic from him last week.
Listen. I said, oh.
Somebody get the mic from him.
It was just how he felt about a specific thing that you were doing that was related to the kitchen table talk. But he supported everything that you did, because if he didn't, I believe that he would have tried to shut it down from the get-go, from the start.
Well, now, it got kind of tricky in the beginning, because at first, for a minute there, I was literally going to say no, but then everything in my spirit was fighting me on that. That's why I was like, you know me.
Like, what was you saying?
I ain't saying it.
You weren't saying it, but you thinking it right now, but you didn't say it.
You told me not to say it because it's Black History Month. I'm growing. I told y'all I was in the healing process too. I'm not just spitting stuff out for other people.
But have you been in a position, whether it's with your husband or someone prior, that you did not support? I know I have been in a position where I didn't support it.
Where I don't think, no, I think I've always, that I can recall right now. Now maybe something will come later, but just thinking right now, I think usually if I'm with you, I try to support you with whatever you're doing, as long as it doesn't impede my safety or health. I'm good.
Right.
Yeah. So it was impeding your safety or health?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, as long as it doesn't do that, impede the safety of me or my children, I try to support whatever your vision is, because it's your vision. It wasn't given to me, and So.
And we have to understand that just in general, with our friends, we can't expect because she's my girl or that's my guy, that they are supposed to be at every event that I give.
Right.
That's not for everyone. It's not for everyone, right? But if
support comes in so many forms,
right? I know when my baby
liking me, sharing it on your page.
You was just, can you pick her up and take over here because I gotta do this? That is supporting.
Yeah,
I don't necessarily need to see your face in the place
at every event that I give.
It's good. It's cool.
Yeah, I might say, why you didn't come to my event? But you know what? If you didn't come, I'm good. It's just conversation, not a big deal. It's probably an opportunity for me to bring up Kitchen Table Talk. It's a promo. But yeah, no, we fully understand that everybody can't be at everything. That's why, even with me, like in him, like get off the internet all day, every day. And it does consume a lot of your time. The studies are out now showing that Americans spend more than 4 hours on this freaking social network.
Well, I know on iPhones, every week it gives you how long you were on the internet. It gives you the hours, the minutes. It breaks it down.
Listen, I get mad at myself sometime after I have to go through some of this stuff to stay relevant. I'm like, damn, that's a whole hour. I could have been, learning some trades or something. I mean, like something that's going to bring me some yield. But that's kind of what your vision or your purpose is. You do it whether it's bringing you yield or not, right?
And you do it whether it feels good or not.
Yeah, and to recap on that, like the purposes, because we never did cover the purposes, because I was by myself last week, y'all. It was a little stressful for me.
To
recap on some of the moving on your purposes was it feels good, it gives you clarity and peace. And I can say that since I've been doing this, I've been at peace with trying to figure out what my purpose is, right? So it gives you clarity and peace. It makes you live with integrity because people are now holding you accountable.
Yes.
for something,
yes,
right?
Yes.
You say you're gonna do something.
They're
now
looking for it.
YRC, you said love you both. Yeah, love you too, Mama. You're doing amazing things out there with those children.
We appreciate
yes. And finally, you begin to make your purpose your priority in life, which is what I was doing, right? Making it my priorities. That's why some of the other things are kind of now I gotta try to kind of get some balance because I gotta pay the bills still.
Right.
Pay the bills still. So some of the things that you can do though to help you is like what we said, don't take it personal, don't pass judgment, and it's not fair for you to assume that just because it's your vision is theirs.
Or that they should just jump on board.
So develop a plan. Set up some ground rules, some boundaries. Absolutely. Which is what I did the other night when I heard you on the internet tonight. Even if I'm checking my email and he didn't know that, I decided that until we get up off the bed and everybody's moving, I'm not picking up my cell phone.
And that's mature.
So that he doesn't assume that I'm on the internet.
Just surfing. Just surfing on Instagram.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So that was, one of the things that I decided to do to help create the harmony and the balance.
And that's good.
Yeah, so that's people, you got to do whatever you know is going to create harmony and balance in your relationship. And then lastly, the only other thing that I have is don't infringe upon y'all personal time with whatever that purpose is.
Whatever it is. Yeah. Whether it's purpose, you have to learn the balance. You have to learn balance between business and business and your personal life and all that. And so one thing that you said that I'm gonna tap on really fast is if you guys can get anything else from what we just said or what Tina just said, you said to make sure that you sit down and develop a plan. I think that is most important, right? And when you're sitting down and you're developing a plan, that means you are communicating. That means you are letting him or her know what your vision is, how you're trying to move, why you're trying to move. A lot of times we know what it is that you're doing, but why? Right.
In that segment and really quick run into, we're going to close the kitchen up. Do any of you guys, it's your turn. Do you have any questions for us about anything we talked about before we introduce the chef tonight? If you have any questions about tonight's topic or any other topic that we've talked about since you've been following us, type it in really quick. Use your fingers really quick. We don't have a lot of time.
But he can go ahead and
while you guys are typing in your questions, if you have any, we're gonna Ram's gonna go ahead and introduce the chef and he's gonna showcase.
Ready?
Yeah, let's eat.
I don't have to introduce him. We already introduced
himself.
What? This is to be honest with you, I'm gonna make up a random name for it right now because I don't really know what I wanted to call it at first, but I kind of took the concept of like pigs in a blanket, but I took it to the next level, and I put some skirt steak and crab inside with some Gouda cheese.
I love Gouda.
Wrapped up in a puff pastry, and then I made a chipotle sauce, which is kind of inside of it, but it's mainly on top. And we just have a garnish with some red crushed pepper.
Wow.
Green onions and some bacon.
It sure enough looks yummy.
So now do we just grab
can I just grab one?
with the finger, their finger? Okay.
It might be a little hot.
FYI.
I got braces and stuff gonna be all in my teeth. Don't even trip.
Do we have any questions out there? No. We can't see the chef. Chef, they want to see.
Chef, come over here.
So what's your name? Chef?
I need to move it up on YouTube so I can hear you. You can look here, like that. You just anywhere.
How's everybody doing out there? My name is Kyle Davis. I also go by Chef KD. You guys can find me on Instagram. It's made by Chef KD _. Once again, it's made by Chef KD _. I'm currently a chef in the United States Coast Guard.
Oh.
I cook on a boat right now.
Wow. Okay.
If you guys want to contact me, I do.
Is that Kyle? Yes, it is.
I do all my contacts right now just through Instagram. So you guys.
This is really good.
This is super yummy.
Yeah, it is really good. Super yummy. Super.
Y'all let me know when you're done with that so we can bring up the dessert.
Go ahead, bring it on now.
All right.
Diet who?
Yeah, there ain't no diet for you, lady. That's some. Well, now, what did we call this again?
You can just call it
Something in the blanket.
surf and turf.
Surf and turf in the winter.
In a blanket.
In the winter or in the blanket?
Whatever you
Whatever you want to
That's
call it.
good.
It's good. You guys, this is like really a fresh dough.
It is.
It's fresh dough. Like,
I'm
no.
so good in that good bacon.
Bacon.
Oh, and then what?
So this is Chardonnay yellow cake.
Chardonnay, I love Chardonnay.
Except for candy.
Oh, okay. Let's taste it out. I'm gonna stop chewing this other stuff first.
Now,
That's
I've seen your
Mm-hmm.
presentation on Facebook and all that. I've never tasted your food.
Mm-hmm.
But presentation sells itself, right?
Yeah.
Use your
But
eyes
the
first.
taste itself, you would say,
Use your eyes
eat
first.
with your eyes first.
This is good.
Thank
And there's a crunch from is that the candy?
Yeah, that's
Is
the
it
candy.
the what?
Toffee.
Oh, it's toffee. Mm-hmm.
Give it some texture.
Yeah, yes, it gives us a texture on the palate. I'm learning the.
Oh, yeah.
And now, what is the brown syrup?
That is brown sugar, butter, and some more Chardonnay as well. Just to
Yeah.
kind of bring out all the flavors just for you.
And you did.
well, amen.
You know? Oh, my.
Throw it out in. Let me type it in. Now, what is it?
For my Instagram?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's made by Chef KD.
Oh, I'm all off. This is on the wrong thing. Hell.
I'll put it on there.
She'll put it on there later. But
Chef KD _.
Can you do that?
Made by Chef KD _.
I can type it if you want me to.
I can do it.
It's on the phone.
Made by. Oh,
No,
wait.
no space.
No space. This one is on YouTube. I forgot to say, y'all, we on YouTube Live. Is that it? Made by. Right there?
Yeah, made by.
Yeah, Chef KD.
Okay.
Guys, this is
Underscore.
amazing.
_, yes.
And then that's the Instagram.
That's my Instagram.
Okay.
Oh, my goodness.
Was that all I could? Oh, okay. Enter. Yeah. As I posted it on YouTube anyway.
But we'll post it. We'll come back. She said, tell him to bring me some of that to church.
That's
Look, lady.
Hey, what happened?
Oh, did you go off?
I mean, it's still on the TV, though.
That's the Instagram. We done lost our Facebook crew. Well, anyway, we want to thank you guys tonight for sure. I'll wait till Ram jump back on Kitchen Table Talk on Instagram. This was good. This is really good. Yeah, it cut off. We don't know. We want to apologize, Facebook. We don't know what happened. She must have lost a signal in her raggedy phone. That's why we didn't get the live tape. But anyway, y'all join us each week here at the Kitchen Table Talk, 7 o'clock p.m. live. Where no topic is too heavy
Or too light.
for the table. Thank y'all for joining us tonight.
Emma, you want to come taste one of these blanket things? When I tell you that this right here, Kyle, boy, you done stuck your foot in there.
Yes, man.
Ooh, listen to this. You still on this. Listen. And
It was still on.